everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is one that I've been thinking about making for quite some time, but I think that now is the right time to make it, and it's a makeup inventory type video. If you have no idea what a makeup inventory is, as the name suggests, I'm basically going to give you a count of how many products I have of each category, how many bronzers, how many eyeshadow palettes, how many this and that. And the real goal is just to be aware of how much I have and to work towards a goal by the end of the year. I have set down how many products I would like to have of each category here by the end of the year, and this is how many products I have right now, and that is going to be a type of video that you'll see 4 times this year. One right now, one like after like a quarter of the year, and then half the year, and then 3/4, and then there's gonna be the finale where I will be sharing with you whether or not I achieved my goal. And I have every intention of doing so, and I'm going to be trying my hardest, but I'm also going to give myself grace, and I'm not going to be too harsh on myself. This is something that is going to be helped with my project pan as well as my seasonal declutters. I'm going to be doing a declutter seasonally, and I'm also doing a project pan this year. I actually announced all of the products back in December because I was really excited. I couldn't wait, and I actually started working on them in December. The first update will be posted like early February, and I cannot believe I'm even talking about February. Today's January 1st, by the way. Happy New Year. Okay, so let's start off talking about how many products I have of each category. I have 3 primers right now, but my goal is 2 face primers. I have 4 foundations. My goal is 2. Most of the foundations I have, I don't really like. My favorite foundation is the Catrice, like the dropper one. I really like that one. Concealers, I have 2, and my goal is to keep it at that, but I want to have an exact shade to my skin and one that's lighter for highlight. Then, okay, 4 powders, I've separated loose and pressed. I have 2 loose powders and my goal is 1, and I have 5 pressed powders and my goal is also 1. This won't be happening only through project pans because there's no way I'm going to finish up 4 powders this year. That's not gonna happen. This is probably gonna happen with a good declutter and project pan. This is basically the combination to get this to be as little as 1 in a matter of a year, because even if I had like 5 faces, I don't think that that's even doable. Mists, I have 2, I only want 1, and that's very doable because mists are things that you use quite a lot of and you might use every time you wear makeup, so it's doable for me. And that could be helped by a declutter if necessary, but I think that I will be going through my mists rather than decluttering them. So those are the base products. Currently I have 7, 11, 16, 18. Currently I have 18 products and my goal is to have 9. So cutting that down in half, I think that that's doable. Now let's talk about cheek products. I have 2 contours. My goal is to either keep them at 2, but I would like to have 1, but I wrote that my goal is 2 because I love the contours that I have and I cannot decide which one I like more. And that's really the only reason that I have 2 contours as my goal. Bronzers, I have 4 right now. My goal is 2, 1 high-end and 1 like drugstore. Currently I have 2 high-end and 2 drugstore bronzers. I'd like to have 1 of each, but that will be happening very soon. I have 16 blushes. It's a problem. I have 16 blushes because I keep buying them and because I keep wanting them. Hopefully in February I will be getting no blushes because I should be trying makeup brands but not only blushes. So my goal for blushes is 10. That won't be happening through project pan because even if I did like even if I focused on project pens so intensively, there is no way that I will be able to finish 6 blushes in a matter of a year. Blushes aren't things that you can use up in 2 months. That's just impossible. Finally, not finally. Next we have highlighters. I have 8, and actually my goal is 10. I don't mind if my highlighter collection expands just a little bit. If I would have 2 beautiful creme de la creme type highlighters, I wouldn't be too upset. Either liquid highlight, like a liquid highlighter, pressed highlighter, cream, whatever else. Face palettes, I have 3. My goal is 2. That is doable, but it's going to be done through a good test of each one of these so I can determine which 2 I want. Moving on from cheeks to eyes, I have eye primers. First, I have eye primers. I have 2. My goal is 1, and I'm working on 1 right now. Hopefully I will be able to finish it somewhat soon. You know, with eyeshadow primers, it's a product that takes a long time to finish. But if you keep working on the same one, hopefully you'll be able to finish it and enjoy it while you're doing it. Palettes. I have 17 eyeshadow palettes. My goal is 12. I think that that's doable because there are a few eyeshadow palettes in my collection that I'm not so obsessed with right now, and maybe eventually I'll be able to declutter a few more. Okay, so with single eyeshadows, I have 2 categories. I have single eyeshadows that come in their own packaging, and I have 17 of those. My goal is 10. That is doable through a declutter, but there are 2 or 3 single eyeshadows that I plan on getting somewhat in the near couple months. I want a Victoria Beckham one, I want a Hourglass one. What else do I want? There are a few that I want, but that won't be happening immediately. I will be doing it gradually, and as my collection grows, I'll also be decluttering. Now, singles and palettes. Oh my gosh, this is my problem because I have 47 single eyeshadows that are in their own palette, and that is basically both my ColourPop eyeshadows as well as my melt stacks. I didn't buy my melt eyeshadows in stacks. I bought them individually, each shade on its own, and that's why I consider them singles rather than a palette, although technically by this time I have a few of their stacks, of their collection stacks, if that makes sense. Liquid eyeshadows, and that's basically glitters. I have 3 and my goal is 3. That's easy. I don't need any more. I don't have the desire to have any more right now, at least, and nothing seems to be really calling out my fancy as we speak. I have a gold one, I have a pink one, and I have a white silvery one, and I think that's all I need, really. Liners or eyeshadow sticks. I don't have proper eyeliners. I have eyeshadow sticks, and these are what I use as liners, and I have 10 of them, and my goal is 5. That's doable because I need my neutral ones. I don't use colorful eyeliners ever, green, blue. Who is this person? I don't do that. I love it on other people, but on me, it just makes me look uncomfortable and feel uncomfortable, self-conscious. Not for me. Liquid liner, I have 1. My goal is 1. Easy. Lash primer, I have 1. My goal is 1. Mascaras, I have 3. My goal is 1. That's very doable. The moment that these expire, the moment that these run out, I'm going to be only buying 1. After a few months, I'm going to be buying another one and getting rid of the one that I was using prior. So that's doable. Brow pencils, I have 3 because I have a backup and I have 2 that are already open. I'm going to try to get it to 1 by using up what I already have. Brow gels, I have 3. I don't really love brow gels so much, but I see the benefit. I see the merit in having one, so that's my goal. Soap brows, my goal is 1. I have 1. I don't love it either, but I see the merit in having one, and that's why it's still in my collection. Last but not least is lips. This video sounds boring, but it's once the updates start kicking in and once you see my project pens and my declutters, that's when it'll get more and more exciting. I have 14 lip liners. My goal is 10, and that's doable. There's one lip liner in my Shop My Stash, and I'm also going to try my hardest to be very, 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 very good at decluttering in the early spring. 21 lipsticks. My goal is 15. It's also doable. It's basically 6 lipsticks left. Glosses. I have 9 lip glosses and my goal is 6. It's very doable because my preference when it comes to lip glosses is basically sheer with sparkles and sheer completely, like clear lip gloss. That is doable. Nobody needs 5 clear lip glosses. Nobody needs 5 clear lip glosses with gold sparkles. And if you saw this video where I talked about my Nova Year and I did my makeup using some ColourPop and Cosmetics, then that would be evident. Finally, for the last category is lashes. We have lash glue. I have 1. My goal is 1. Obviously, no need to expand on that. Falsies, I have 3, and my goal is to have only 1. I don't wear them often enough for me to have a collection, and I know what I like. So if I get my favorite style, I would feel great every time I would wear them, and I wouldn't feel the need to continue buying more of these. So I didn't do the math, but I'm going to tell you right now how many makeup products I have and how many products I would like to have by the end of the year. So I need to declutter or use up this many products. This is a yearly project. It's not going to happen in a matter of a day or two. This is a long-term commitment. And if you want to commit to it with me, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified and all of that when my uploads come. There is this new feature where you can join my channel. I really don't know what it does, but if you know why people are joining a channel, please let me know. And if you like this video, give it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I would like to hear from you about your collection. I would love to know about how many products you have, if there's a makeup category that you have a weakness to, like me and blushes or clear glosses with gold sparkles. But yeah, this is all for today's video. Right now there will be 2 videos on this side that you can watch if you want to watch more videos by me. Other than that, I would want to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching, and we will reconvene very soon. Bye.